What is this?
Wow. And you know what? I'm not a huge fan of Nick Valentino, but especially when it comes to roughing the new guy, I got to say I'm a fan of that. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Damian here alongside my broadcast partner, Cody McClure.
How are you?
Welcome to UCW, Cody.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
All right. Who's here to celebrate my championship with me? I got my girlfriend here. Everybody take a look. All right, look away. Look away. Now you guys look at her again.
Who's going to help me tonight?
What's that, old man? How about you get in here? I'll whip that ass. I won. It's around my shoulder. Hey, they look better on me, okay? I got something to give your wife back, too, so. What's that?
I said if guys on Mars, he'd squeeze you to death.
Can I borrow your hearing aid? I can't hear you. Jesus Christ. So let me talk to my section for a minute. Woo! What up? You guys all know who Ray Buffington is? The biggest UCW bitch there is?
Harsh words from the UCW champion.
Let's go, get in here. Come on, bring your bootios. Man.
Well, and Cody, you know this music just as well as I do. This is the music of Jayson Bravo.
What can we expect from him tonight? It's going to be crazy.
He's looking good. He's got a good-looking suit on. I don't know if the shoes match, but it's all right. We'll leave it for what it is.
The UCW-Zero heavyweight title. Thanks to me, of course. It wasn't for me having that belt on your shoulders right now. So let's just cut to the chase to the real reason why I'm out here. We could do wonders together. Just think about it. Hey Crew and Bravo Enterprises.
Wow, he's proposing a merger.
Hey, listen, despite what you may say,
I couldn't imagine what that would entail.
Wait a minute.
Whoa!
Well, you know this guy just as well as I do. Take it, Cody.
Los Mochi Paco coming out. Oh, and action's already
Wait
started.
a minute. He was out here to celebrate. Come on. Los Mochi Paco comes in here and interrupts the champ's celebration. Well, and Nick Valentino is done. Nick Valentino's not having any of this.
No, he's not.
since you're out here and since we decided to interrupt this moment, how about we settle this a little later tonight in the main event? You and me, one-on-one, and the winner becomes the #1 contender for the heavyweight championship.
Wow, it's quite the proposal.
It's a challenge. Fans are behind Paco.
From one businessman to another, Bravo Enterprises I don't think is doing so good. But let me tell you, Paco's place is thriving. Well, we got the best nachos, homemade tamales, Paco shirts, new Paco pictures. But let me tell you one thing, man. I do my homework. And I did a little bit of research, and I don't think your
Wait a
financials
minute.
are doing so good. So just wait a minute.
Hang on.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Well, Guerrero Azteca, who, well, if you got the money, he's got the plan. Wait a minute. Wait, what is with all the lights? Oh my gosh! Zach James with the stomp!
Zach James coming back.
Guerrero Azteca, I brought you out here because he sucks at being a businessman. And Jayson Bravo, you can't afford that suit. So I brought my man Guerrero Azteca out here to repo that shit.
Wait a minute. We don't need to see this. Guerrero Azteca's gonna derobe Jayson Bravo. Well,
Jayson.
oh.
That's embarrassing.
There's a former champion here in the ring. He's being derobed, and he's gonna take his shoes too. And wait, and Los Mochi Paco just stole from Stevie Slick. Well, and now Los Mochi Paco just bought Jayson Bravo's suit, which Guerrero Azteca stole. I am still super confused as to what just happened here. Cody, do you have any idea what just happened here?
This was all confusing. It's
Jayson Bravo is... Well, and now Stevie Slick is holding his clothes hostage. This is not how Jayson Bravo wanted to start this show. We'll have more after this when we return, and hopefully less of Jayson Bravo.
BR Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero, Utah's best live pro wrestling action in Salt Lake City, Utah, at the UCW Training Center, 47 South Orange Street. Doors open at 6 p.m. and bell time is 6:30 p.m. For more information, go to www.ucw0.com or call 801-699-7977. And remember, do not try this at home. We are trained professionals. Leave it to us. We are Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero. Motivational pain.
From your girlfriend's house, weighing at 1 ton of badassery, Dante Acosta.
Well, and you know, I don't know if Dante Acosta is still necessarily from your girlfriend's house, and I highly doubt he weighs a ton of badassery. But you know what? Whatever's on the card, we read here, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from Salt Lake City, Utah, here at the UCW-Zero Arena. Josh Damien alongside my new broadcast partner, Cody McClure, who you might remember from things like the Beyond the Mat podcast and Twitter. Say hello to the people, Cody.
It's great to be here, and especially see Dante. You know, he's a fan, definitely has fans on the podcast.
And introducing his opponent.
And I'll tell you what, Kade has been in a bad position as of late. Not a ton going on for this guy who would like to turn his luck around right now and definitely get a much-needed win.
And it could be tonight, but he's got a tough competitor against him, Dante Acosta.
Cody, you know, you've been watching this product now for how long?
It's been a couple of years now.
Been a couple of years now. I mean, you've seen Dante Acosta develop. You've seen the majority of his career. I believe he's only been doing this for about 2 or 3 years now. But what you haven't seen is that you've never seen a guy named Kid Kade specifically in his prime. Talking about Ultra X champion back in the day, all this other stuff, the high flyer. You've known a Kade that's more on his dark side now.
Yes.
And you know what? Quite frankly, he's a little bit down on his luck. And here we go now. Ring the bell. Dante Acosta, who is looking like he might be in peak physical condition, probably the best shape I've seen him in quite some time. No injury to the shoulder. He looks like he's 100% healthy, Cody.
Yes, he looks as though he's moving around with great agility, and we can't expect anything less from him. He's a great athlete.
Oh, and a cheap shot right there from Kade as Dante Acosta gets put in the corner. Acosta ducks out of the way. Look at this.
Slam.
Beautiful slam maneuver right there by Dante Acosta. Now with the submission here, puts Kade back down on the ground. And Kade now looking to get out of this hold here. There we go, and Dante now with a beautiful execution. Punches to the midsection from Kade, and now here we go. Irish whip reversed. And a big shoulder right there to Dante Acosta.
A little trash talk by Kade.
Well, and you know what? I mean, I don't think... When was the last time you heard Kade being cheered by a crowd?
That's true.
Oh, and a chop right there from Acosta to switch motivation and an arm drag as well. Followed up with another arm drag. And a drop kick. Dante Acosta, not much elevation on that one. A kick to the midsection of Kade. And Kade is not happy about this as he will bail out to the outside.
Dante taking his time, getting prepped and ready. Kade feeling it now,
and ducks under that line right there as Dante Acosta looks for maybe a suplex, but not going to get any help from Kade there. And a thumb to the eye. Referee didn't see it.
blatant cheating.
Now here we go, an Irish whip from to Dante Acosta, and ducks the clothesline right there. Looks to get that suplex on Kade, which he does. And now goes back to the basic steps. Back to step one where we saw him earlier tonight, putting Kade in that hold, that submission here. Not a ton on the line for either of these competitors here. More just bragging rights at this point. But I do think that Kade really does need a victory here.
Yes, absolutely. With the dissension between Braydon and Insane, Kade really needs to pick it up.
Cody, you know, you do the Beyond the Mat podcast, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, talk a little bit about your opinions as a whole with Kade and Dante. I know you're a big fan of Acosta.
I love Kade. I love that work ethic that he puts in. He's above and beyond. I feel that he is just lacking that spark. He just needs that one match, that one W.
Well, and a big elbow drop right there to the head of Dante. That spark might be coming up right now. Kade asks the audience, where is your hero?
And I believe he feels he is his hero.
Oh, look at this.
Roll up.
Only a 2 count right there. Acosta that close to winning this match. And a big, oh my gosh. Nearly took Acosta's head off right there.
Some choking and, you know, it's amazing how Kade has to resort to some of that.
Well, you know what? Kade has to be careful. He pushed the official out of the way. That very easily could have been a disqualification. And it's a 2 count right there as well. You know, one of the things that I will say is that as the voice of the board of directors here at UCW-Zero, I'm really I'm not necessarily disappointed. I just wish that I could see a little bit more out of out of Kade. He's got so much passion and so much fire behind him, and I know exactly what he's capable of as a former champion, and not just as a former heavyweight champion, but as a tag team champion, Ultra X Division champion. I know what he's capable of. I just would like to see him be able to come out victorious here. Oh, man, beautiful execution by Acosta. That's where athleticism comes in over anything else. Oh, man, but look at that. You know what? I spoke about athleticism, and there we saw some. It was almost like Kade was listening.
Looked like a 2 count there, and Kade not too happy about that decision.
Oh, and then Acosta with a shot. Oh, and there's a chop. Another shot, and guess what? Follows it up with a chop. Irish whip there to Kade, and look at this. Dante's right after him. Big clothesline knocks Kade down. Maybe coming up with a big elbow here. Big back elbow.
Dante really on fire tonight.
And speaking of fire, there's like a fireball to the chest that he just threw. It's almost like a game of Mario. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. Look at this now.
What's he doing?
Acosta, top rope, and then Kade. Kade able to save himself right there, but not save the good old boys down south. Acosta looks like he's in a lot of pain right now. Kade says that this match is over.
Doing too much talking. He's get in there.
Oh no, going for the Shining Wizard, no one home. Oh! Somebody look for Kade's head in the first 3 rows. No, only a 2 count. And look at this now, it's a sleeper maneuver. Acosta putting the sleeper. Kade doing everything to try and get out of it. He's gonna tap. Unbelievable. A disappointing way to start out this night for Kade, but Dante Acosta will take that victory and move on with it. He's doing really, really well here in UCW-Zero.
You can only expect more from him.
Well, and I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, as Dante Acosta is victorious here tonight, we've got way more to come, including an appearance by your UCW-Zero Tag Team Champions when we come back to UCW-Zero.
BR Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero, Utah's best live pro wrestling action in Salt Lake City, Utah, at the UCW Training Center, 47 South Orange Street. Doors open at 6 p.m. and bell time is 6:30 p.m. For more information, go to www.ucwzero.com or call 801-699-7977. And remember, do not try this at home. We are trained professionals. Leave it to us. We are Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero. Motivational pain.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we went to our commercial break, we said that we may get an appearance by our tag team champions. And here they are.
Josh, have they figured out a name yet?
I don't know if they have a name yet. I think they named their horse Jeffrey. And Jeffrey's wearing the tag team belts right now.
Yep, Jeffrey's making his appearance tonight.
If you guys haven't taken a look, you got to go on to our Facebook page, Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero. You got to watch some of the videos that these guys have done. Andrew SoWell was told to meet randomly in a horse field, and that's where he found, Tom Chad!
Tom Chad. Where'd Andrew find this guy?
You know what? I think Tom Chad found him. I don't know. But it's definitely a big difference. Andrew SoWell just one show ago was working with Bravo Enterprises. Now he's best friends with Tom Chad. Andrew SoWell, how's it going? Oh, just hanging out. We'll watch Jeffrey. All right.
From Dallas, Texas, weighing 180 pounds, Chris Rath.
Now, Cody, I will say this as the voice of the board of directors for UCW-Zero, I get more and more impressed every time I see this young man, Chris Rath, right here. And I think he has a big opportunity tonight against Tom Chad. He could take down half of the tag team champions, and if he finds a tag team partner the way that Tom Chad did, he could become tag team champions.
He could. Tom Chad is a big fellow, though. He'll be a tough opponent for him to take down.
You're 100% right. Hey, Victoria, you have to watch Jeffrey and ring the bell, but also watch Jeffrey. And now that the bell has been rung, they let Jeffrey ring the bell. That was the problem. A horse can't ring bells. Cody, I gotta ask, these guys, besides being our new tag team champions, are now known for horses, buffoonery, and cheeseburgers. You have a favorite cheeseburger?
I go with Andrew SoWell. I like the Big Mac.
It's Andrew SoWell and the Big Mac. Good to know. Well, and Tom Chad is carrying around Chris Rath like he was Jeffrey just a few minutes ago. Oh, man!
Big elbow.
Remnants of the late Dusty Rhodes. Well, and Chris Rath might have to get his nose back into place before he continues.
Tom Chad has been so impressive as he's been coming lately.
Well, and Chris Rath tries to do that shoulder takedown, but nobody home. You know, you got to think that the weight difference, Tom Chad's got to be, what, twice Rath's size?
At least.
Well, and Tom Chad, it's not a battle royal. You can't just throw him out of the ring. Wait a minute.
He's got to stay in the ring.
What?
Chris Rath looking in trouble.
Oh, man! That shoulder of Rath has got to be dislocated. No, only a 2 count. I'll tell you what, you know, it's one thing to be thrown from a big... What is this guy doing out here?
Who is...
Well, I was talking to Tom Chad earlier. That's creepy Uncle Jasper. And he's definitely fitting the part. I don't know what he's doing out here right now, though. There's a match going on in the ring. Tom Chad's favorite kind of coffee is apparently decaf.
Tom Chad addressing.
Oh, and hey, come on now, Rath. We don't play by those rules here. Well, all right, I can't really say that with a serious face.
Blatant low blow.
Yeah, exactly right. Blatant low blow right there from Rath, who, you know what, may be able to actually take advantage of it in this situation now, unless Tom Chad's going to be able to get it going. Look at this. Oh, Chris Rath with that big back elbow almost knocks Tom Chad off his feet. And look at this now. Rath with some motivation here.
He's got him back in the corner. Let's see what he could do.
Wait a minute. Uh-oh. And Rath definitely not in the right place to be at this moment, but he could capitalize here. Uh-oh.
Tom Chad's just too big for him.
Good night. Oh, my gosh. Pinfall here. Wait a minute. And Rath is smart, gets his hands on the ropes. For a minute, I thought Tom Chad was trying to tie him up. This isn't a rodeo, Tom Chad. You don't tie him up like calves. And I don't know. I don't understand what creepy Uncle Jasper is doing out here with Andrew SoWell. Stop it. Stop rubbing yourself. Stop.
Oh,
No.
Miguel, no.
Stop it. No. Going back to the match in the ring, the reason why everyone's watching and why we're all here. Chris Rath is bringing everything that he's got now to Tom Chad, working on that hamstring. He's got Tom Chad down to one leg now. Rath, ooh, sliding drop kick.
And he's got him down. He's able to knock the big man down, chop them one by one. It's exactly what you do against that. Oh, and look at that, a clothesline.
Not just any clothesline, a second rope clothesline. Big motivation right there. Pinfall. Oh, man, Rath could have had that one right there. Well, and Rath now just not going to be enough for Tom Chad. The bigger man in this contest going to take advantage of this situation. And let's see what happens here. Irish whip, reversed by Tom Chad. And now look at this. Uh-oh. Rath got caught. Into that turnbuckle.
Chris Rath has got to get out of there if he wants to survive this.
Well, survive is one way to say it. You're going in there with a man that's at least twice your size. Reminds me of that Spider-Man movie with Randy Savage and Bonesaw. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wait.
Wait. Jasper, what are you doing? Creepy Uncle Jasper just grabbed something from the announce table. Chris Rath is... wait a minute.
He's making a signal. What's he... Tom Chad down now.
Tom Chad's dizzy. I think that's what it is. Well, and Creepy Uncle Jasper now has a tag team title. What is Jasper gonna do? Oh, and he just hit Tom Chad.
A shot.
Chris Rath now. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
That is unbelievable.
And your winner, Chris Rath.
A win's a win, but that's not the way to go, especially not with Jasper.
I still have no idea who this creepy Uncle Jasper guy is, what he's doing here, why he's helping Chris Rath, and now Jasper's calling for a microphone.
Hey, Tom.
Oh my
I
God.
haven't seen you since your family ousted me from. How long ago was that? Hey, no hugs for your Uncle Jasper? You ain't my uncle. I don't know who the heck you are, sir. Hey, he's candy. Don't you touch that candy. All right, look. Okay. All right, you're a little weird. All right. Hey, look, this is all sweet. We can get the family back together and all. But there's some business to attend to. Hey, guys, listen. As of right now, your Uncle Jasper, I don't know who this man is. All right, and pertaining to next month in Incarceration right here in 2 weeks, your tag team titles are on the line. Right now, you have no opponents. I am so bored! Listen to me. We challenge you to a tag team title match. And me and a mystery opponent right here in the steel cage. Trying to save me.
Well, the challenge was issued, and it has been accepted. At Incarceration, Chris Rath and a mystery opponent going up against Tom Chad and Andrew SoWell for the tag team titles. I'm just hoping his mystery opponent's not creepy Uncle Jasper.
Yeah. Oh, careful, Andrew.
Andrew, your knee. You got to be careful with that. Folks, when we return, we've got more interesting matchups because we've had a ton of them already, including the possibility of maybe some tag team action. We'll see what happens, and when we return.
BR Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero, Utah's best live pro wrestling action in Salt Lake City, Utah, at the UCW Training Center, 47 South Orange Street. Doors open at 6 p.m. and bell time is 6:30 p.m. For more information, go to www.ucw-zero.com or call 801-699-7977. And remember, do not try this at home. We are trained professionals. Leave it to us. We are Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero. Motivational pain.
Cody, welcome back here to UCW-Zero. We saw this man out here earlier tonight, and all he says is that if you've got the money, don't worry about it.
And he's a good man to have on your side.
266 pounds, Azteca.
You know, Cody, I know it was your first time back in the UCW locker room before a show. Definitely a little bit of an intimidating place when you've got a bunch of big guys around you, but here's one thing I know. Guerrero Azteca just came back from the Mr. Olympia competition in Las Vegas, Nevada, and while he and I were talking about it backstage, he said that he came back more pumped, more motivated, just ready to get in this ring and get in the best shape of his life. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have not already gone ahead and done that, check us out on Facebook at Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero. And of course, check out my new friend and his friends on their podcast, the Laying It All on the Mat podcast. Earlier I said it was the Beyond the Mat podcast. That's a great documentary, but the Laying It All on the Mat podcast on Facebook. Where else can they find you?
They can find us on iTunes at Laying It All on the Mat or the Facebook page as well.
And tell you what, and you know, I know you guys have a lot of things. You do like Match of the Year candidates. You do a bunch of stuff, and I will say this, you know, everyone in the back appreciates it. We really enjoy hearing the feedback because it's not something that we always get to hear. But one of the things I want to hear. One of the things I want to hear is what are your thoughts on Leo Wolf? Me personally, he's a young up-and-comer. I'd really like to see more of him, but we haven't gotten a chance to see a ton of him here.
You know, I agree with you. We would love to see more of him. We talked about him when he was on with Bravo Enterprise for a little bit. We wanted to see where he's been, and yeah, we want to see more of his action. He's great in the ring. He's a big competitor.
Yeah, Cody, you know, you were in the locker room with us as there's a thumb in the eye by Guerrero Azteca. You know, normally not the best idea to try and shake hands with a man who will do anything for any amount of money. But you live and you learn some things. You were in the back earlier. Leo Wolf and Guerrero Azteca are two of the bigger guys in that locker room. What was it like for you back there?
Oh, absolutely intimidating. They're larger than life for sure. Their stature is just built at least twice, triple my size.
Well, and you know what? I mean, Azteca has been around now longer than I've actually been around. I think he's been going on 11, 12 years now here in UCW-Zero. But Azteca has been a constant. He's always been a beast, former heavyweight champion, former tag team champion, only able to get a 2 count right there. And I got to say, you know, I love this new attitude. I love this new thing where, hey, you know what? I'm just doing my thing, but if you want me to do your thing, just pay me and then don't worry about it. Oh, and look at this now. Arm drag by Leo Wolf. Oh, man, a Japanese arm drag. Leo Wolf bringing something we haven't seen tonight. Oh, man, kick to the side of the head and a drop kick right there. Beautiful execution by Wolf.
But couldn't quite get the full count. Got the 2 count.
Nope, only a 2 count there. Cody, what's the end goal with this? You've mentioned multiple times, or at least from what I've listened to on the podcast, is that your end goal is that you want to become a wrestler. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct, Josh. I'd love to get in the ring and train with the superstars here at UCW.
And you've actually started doing that, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. I mean, tell us a little bit about the process. Tell us what you've learned and stuff like that.
It's been an incredible experience. Been learning how to work with a match and be able to be a big man myself.
Well, there you go. Perfect. And speaking of big men, you've got 2 giant ones here in this ring with Guerrero Azteca. And listen to this, folks. I think we've got some thunder chops coming. Oh! I tell you what, you know, one of the things, I don't know if you've ever listened to any of the YouTube videos that we do, but Guerrero Azteca probably is in the top 3 of the most deadly chops in the game. You can go back, and I mean go back years to when I was actually a wrestler in the ring, and I was the victim of some thunder chops that actually made my chest bleed. It was that severe. So Guerrero Azteca is not fooling around when it comes to his thunder chop.
Well, I believe it. I mean, they echo around the room as when he does it.
That's what happens so I can get paid so big, good money.
Guerrero Azteca, he's a good salesman too. He's throwing his product out there.
And he's been dominant so far in this matchup.
Well, and you know what? That's what happens is that every once in a while you get a little bit of ring rust. Leo Wolf hasn't been a consistent competitor at this point. Maybe he just needs some more opportunities from management. But Leo Wolf now making it look like he hasn't been gone for some time. Oh, beautiful neck breaker right there. Pinfall for Wolf. 2. Only a 2 count. Definitely getting some energy behind this crowd, though.
Is he signaling for the end?
And you know what? It looks like Wolf might think the end is near. Uh-oh. Guerrero Azteca, the veteran, has seen that before. Not going to fall for it again, but look at this. Leo Wolf might legitimately fall for Guerrero Azteca. Oh, man. 2, got him.
Guerrero Azteca takes the win.
And your winner, Guerrero Azteca.
So much strength, and he has looked great as he's come back.
I tell you what, man. I mean, the dude could bench press a bus if he really wanted to. Guerrero Azteca putting on a clinic tonight, showing off his product and exactly all the money that he's going to make with it, too. If you got something and you got the money, don't worry about it. Ladies and gentlemen, when we return, a possible appearance from a Lucha Underground superstar. Keep tuned as we come back to UCW-Zero.
BR Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero, Utah's best live pro wrestling action in Salt Lake City, Utah, at the UCW Training Center, 47 South Orange Street. Doors open at 6 p.m. and bell time is 6:30 p.m. For more information, go to www.ucw0.com or call 801-699-7977. And remember, do not try this at home. We are trained professionals. Leave it to us. We are Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero. Motivational pain.
At this time, I would like you to please welcome to the ring the Deacon of Doom.
Well, and let me tell you something, Cody. You are already 10 times the man that this guy is. He bailed out on a contract. He's supposed to be my broadcast partner. He comes out to bullcrap 90s hip-hop, all right?
No.
No one cares.
Hold on.
No, look at
we
this.
We don't care.
No, nobody cares.
Deacon's a great man, and he's an exceptional veteran of the ring. Listen to this crowd, Josh.
I don't know what's older, his style, his facial hair, or this music.
He hasn't lost a step.
Oh, he's lost plenty of steps. Trust me on that one. Well, and the Deacon of Doom, who likes to do a lot of talking or two, and he's definitely come out here to the ring thinking, you know, he retired at one point, decided to get back into the ring for some action. And you know what? He's looking good, but he's looking a little too skinny. It's like his wife doesn't feed him or something.
Talking with him, he's actually gained some weight.
It doesn't look
in
like
the
it.
right areas.
Doesn't look like it.
You down with D.O.D.? You down with D.O.D.? You down with D.O.D.? Ladies and gentlemen, this morning as I finished my morning prayers, I took a little time on the old porcelain throne, and as I was ready to clean my holy you-know-what up, I looked down, and there were a couple of peanut pop turds sitting in the toilet, and I thought to myself, Deke, this reminds me of No More Heroes.
All right, I'll give him that one.
So I walked out of the bathroom and I saw Mrs. Deacon, that's what I call her, Mrs. Deacon. And sounded a little bit of crop dusting going on. She said, baby, what's that smell? And I said, that's the smell of No More Heroes. And you know what Miss Deacon said to me? Mrs. Deacon said, baby, I hope you do well tonight. And remember one thing, you dip a turd in chocolate, it's still a turd. No More Heroes. I was prepared to sit back down there at the booth until what you did to me last show. Jeff Orcutt, you Bobby Hill look-alike. Adam Reyes, you pink-haired Oompa Loompa. The Deacon is going to serve you up some dingleberry pie and flush you down the toilet.
Well, and I can't disagree with the sentiments of the Deacon of Doom, especially with their whole Kill the Director initiative, which makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, it would be uncomfortable for you, Josh.
Yeah.
These guys have targeted Deacon and as well as you. They're dangerous men. No more heroes coming here.
I mean, I like the leather jackets that these guys have, but that's about it.
Before I get to you, let me get to this guy. Hey, I just want you to know, that's not what your mother was calling me last night. She was calling me Daddy. So why don't you sit down and behave to your new father? Shut your mouth and sit down. Deacon, buddy. You think there's a problem between you and us. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay because we're here for you. You started this. You started this.
No more losers!
And we're here for one thing. We're here for one thing. But I don't need you to know what that is. Because our business is not your business. I just need everyone to shut up so I can talk. Shut up. Listen, it's light as red, first of all. Second of all, we thought we were atheists until we realized we were gods. And before we came back, we looked at these people and we realized that they don't need heroes. They don't need religion. They need real saviors. So right now, the only business you need to know is that we're here for you.
Well, I don't know who the third guy is, but this has turned into a 3-on-1 situation right here. Things do not look good for the Deacon of Doom. I might have to go in and help out Deke. Wait a minute. What? Casaus!
He's back. Coming to the aid of Deacon.
Martin Casaus to the aid of Deacon of Doom. Things just got a little bit more fair.
Look, I don't give a rat's ass about Pinky or the brain. But I agree with you on one thing.
Oh. What the hell? Well, and Casaus we thought was coming to the aid of the Deacon of Doom. So much for that.
Why, Martin? Why?
I wish this was every one of you. Are you two idiots gonna stand there or are you gonna help me?
Oh, and now it's a 4-on-1. 4-on-1. Wait a minute!
Dallas Murdoch, HR Nightmare.
I thought we made it pretty goddamn clear last show. That shit ain't happening no more around here. How about we get a referee out here and I can beat every single one of your stupid asses right now?
Well, and ladies and gentlemen, things are finally getting back into order here. It's a 3-on-3 six-man tag team match. Martin Casaus just basically took out the Deacon of Doom, who is still standing here, but to what capacity is unknown. Joined up with no more heroes here. And now we've got a six-man tag, the Deacon of Doom and, well, the HR Nightmare taking on Martin Casaus. And no more heroes now. Referees still having a hard time getting orders in this match.
It's a very heated confrontation going on here between the two.
Well, Adam Reyes is going to start out this contest against Dallas Murdoch. And earlier tonight, one of the things that I said was that Guerrero Azteca had top 3 chops. Dallas Murdoch is also in those top 3. And I tell you what, we're going to see some chops here tonight.
Couldn't expect anything less from Dallas. He's a strong competitor.
Oh, and here we go. Now the bell has been rung. Adam Reyes in his first match back since having a neck injury at the Rocky Mountain Rumble some months ago. Despite previous comments, I'm glad to see that he is back to competing capabilities. I still have no clue who this guy is. Oh man, and there you go. That's how a match starts with Dallas Murdoch, an Irish whip here. And oh my gosh, Dallas Murdoch was about to put a size 13 print right across Adam Reyes' forehead.
Good thing Adam Reyes got out there when he did.
Well, and now here's a match we've seen time and time again. Dallas Murdoch and Martin Casals, these two have main evented so many UCW-Zero shows, title or no title, and they've always been a thrill. One of the memories that is stuck in my head is an Incarceration about 4 or 5 years ago when Martin Casals had Dallas Murdoch hanging from the top of his cage by his knee.
Blatant disrespect by Martin towards Dallas.
Oh, and Dallas Murdoch not accepting very well of certain hand gestures from Martin Casals. You know, this isn't even really a wrestling match at this point. This is mostly just a fight. Oh, look at this. Murdoch with a Samoan drop. Oh, no way. Murdoch going to try to end this early. No one home. Oh, man. Big suplex right there to Murdoch.
Martin just showing how well he knows Dallas.
Oh, these two, they know each other so well. Road trips, hours in the car with each other, hours in the wrestling ring, whether it's been at practice or in a match. And look at this now. Jeff Orcutt with that choke right there on Dallas Murdoch using the ropes. Irish whip into the corner. Murdoch goes. And a tag is made to Reyes.
You know, and here's what I can't understand about these two. They have to be so mean and so cruel. Why?
I'm right there with you, partner, but it's their thing.
Blatant choke. Orcutt showing his athletic ability. But only gets a 2 count.
Well, and it's just an awe sight right here. We've got such an incredible roster right now where we have these 3 teams, or these 2 teams, excuse me, that I guess have been modified in a sense. No More Heroes versus the HR Nightmare. And now I'm wondering if Deacon could even be considered a member of the HR Nightmare at this point. It seems like they've been working together so much now.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did call him an honorary member.
And cheap move right here by Jeff Orcutt, putting Dallas Murdoch in the ropes. Martin Casals now going to come over, add insult to injury, making sure that the referee doesn't see.
Orcutt and Reyes tagging in and out, keeping their man in the corner.
And Orcutt now Irish whip to Murdoch, and Murdoch is just taking everything that is being thrown at him tonight. Orcutt now going to go for the pin, try to end this thing early. It's only a 2 count. Now, another Irish whip here. Reversed this time by Murdoch, who's going to, oh, here we go. Sidewalk slam.
Now this is a critical moment. Murdoch needs to get a tag.
Absolutely. Both men are down now. Murdoch is in desperation mode for a tag. Orcutt, not so much. Orcutt's going to be the first to his feet. Double arm handle right there.
Murdoch so close, but Orcutt just has that so much control. Tag in by Martin.
Oh, and now look at this. Murdoch trying to fight out of this situation, but it's a 3-on-1. You can't win this, Dallas. It's just not physically possible. The numbers game alone is going to kill you.
Every time.
And this is where, you know, there's disadvantages and advantages to this strategy. We've seen constant tag after tag after tag after tag from this team, whereas there are still 2 very fresh men on the outside for the HR Nightmare, and then you're going to do a big drop kick right there from Casals, who got some elevation there, that's for sure. And now Jeff Orcutt says he'll show him how to do a drop kick. Irish whip here. Uh-oh. Nobody home for Jeff Orcutt. Dallas Murdoch is going to counter. Look at this. Oh, man. Beautiful execution right there into the turnbuckle. And now is Murdoch's time to shine. A tag is made to the Deacon of Doom. No tag for Orcutt. And a clothesline to Reyes. Another one to Orcutt. Martin Casals is going to take a back seat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at these. Here we go. Boom.
Like I said earlier, Deacon hasn't lost a step.
He's lost plenty of steps, trust me. He's an old man. He loses more than just his steps.
He's keeping up with Orcutt, though, in this. Wow, what a hit by Deacon. Tag mate to Jayson now.
Absolutely. Jason Jackson now getting involved, and I can guarantee you. Uh-oh. Listen to this. Jason Jackson's going to bring it. He's at 100% right now. He hasn't even had any action in this match. Up and over. Big pinfall here. Only a 2 count. Jason Jackson going to take everything he's got to Jeff Orcutt now, and a tag to the Deacon of Doom. Oh, and just a shot to the midsection. Deacon's been dreaming of that all week.
Up and over, and Deacon showing why he is the Deacon of Doom.
And a tag made now to Jason Jackson here. Jackson now snapmare. He's got Jeff Orcutt now in that submission. Orcutt not giving up. Not now, probably not ever would be his mentality.
But Jackson continues to hold that pressure.
Orcutt looking to get out of it now. Shots to the midsection. Oh, and Jeff Orcutt just took one from Jason Jackson. Here we go now. Irish whip reversed by Orcutt. Ducks that clothesline, and Casals is there. Referee's got to be careful with that stuff. Definitely just changed the momentum of this match. tag made here. Casaus is back in the match. He wants a piece of Jayson Jackson. Big elbow right there. Bring in another one. Trying to rip the head off of Jayson Jackson by dismantling it from his shoulder. Casaus with a cheap shot right there to Murdoch. Orcutt just threw his elbow pad. And now Jackson in for that sleeper now. Casaus trying to end this thing now. The crowd behind Jayson Jackson here. Elbow to the midsection. Elbows to the face. Jackson off the ropes. Oh, receives a big elbow of his own. The pinfall here. Only a 2 count. Casaus can't put him away.
Tag made to Orcutt. It's gonna show Martin how it's done. Wow.
Chops right there. Orcutt has some chops of his own as well. Not a bad shot. That sounded even better. Tell you what, you know, the chops that sound the worst, believe it or not, are usually the best. It's more of a sound thing, but those thuds are the ones that hurt the worst. That tag made from Reyes to Orcutt. Jackson trying to get out of this.
It just shows how good Reyes and Orcutt are as a team.
A lot of chemistry there, that's for sure. And Orcutt taking full advantage of the situation of the referee's count. Trying to get Jackson up now. Baby going for a big body slam. And I'll tell you what, this is a smart move right here. If these guys can keep them to that corner of the ring right there, this match is over. Oh, and now Jeff Orcutt is going to have some words with the referee. And who the hell is this guy? Here we go now, Irish whip into the corner. Jeff Orcutt goes from one side of the ring to the other. Oh man, that big knee right there to the face. And a big drop kick to finish it off. Goes for the pin here. 2. Only a 2 count.
Jackson is really surviving in this.
Tag made right there from Orcutt to Casaus. And a shot to the midsection. Uh-oh. Jackson, beautiful. Textbook execution, vintage Jayson Jackson.
You could expect nothing less from Jayson Jackson. But now the important part, he needs to make that tag.
Well, and Casaus, Casaus might really be crazy. Oh man, Murdoch with the clotheslines. Big back elbow right there. And then another clothesline just taking off Reyes' head. Oh, kick to the midsection. And a size 13 to the skull. Oh no! Casaus comes in and breaks it up. Casaus is not the legal man here. Murdoch actually is. The referee needs to fix this. Oh, and a size 13 to Casaus' head. Sidewalk slam to Reyes. Uh-oh. Murdoch looking to go to the top rope. Uh-oh. There's Casaus. Casaus has got Murdoch. And these two are just going to go at it now. At this point, it's just a brawl. The
referee's losing control.
You gotta be kidding me. The match is over.
But the action's still going on. broadcast partner just left to try to control this situation. Josh is trying to take control, being able to help contain these 4 men.
That's enough! Hey! That's enough! Everybody, you calm down right now! Right now! You listen to me. Every single one of you listen to me right now. Deacon, swear to God, you came out here, you started this thing. That's another thing. This whole No More Heroes thing and kill the director, I'm sick of it. You came out here claiming your God. Let me tell you something, Reyes. You are nothing but a lowly peasant in my kingdom.
Strong
As
words
far
by
as you go,
Ward.
you took one too many misses to the head, bro. I don't even know who you are anymore. But here's what we're gonna do. At Incarceration, we're going to war. We're gonna do an 8-man tag War Games match at Incarceration. Each and every one of you, get out of this ring right now. We're going to intermission and we're settling this in the back.
BR Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero, Utah's best live pro wrestling action in Salt Lake City, Utah, at the UCW Training Center, 47 South Orange Street. Doors open at 6 p.m. and bell time is 6:30 p.m. For more information, go to www.ucw0.com or call 801-699-7977. And remember, do not try this at home. We are trained professionals. Leave it to us. We are Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero. Motivational pain.
From New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing 208 pounds, Braydon Austin.
And now that order has been restored, we welcome you back here to Ultra Championship Wrestling. Josh Damian alongside Cody McClure.
And here we have Braydon Austin coming out. Braydon is definitely a favorite of the podcast. We love seeing this guy where he's been and his attitude now.
I'm sorry. I'm choking on my energy drink because Cody just said that he's a favorite of the Laying It All on the Mat podcast, and I just got to say I don't see it.
Introducing his opponent.
He's incredible. Look at where he's come from. Look at how strong he's been able to come back from.
Yeah, he looks like he's been to the buffet and back. What's your point?
No, he's been in the gym.
Now, here's a guy that you should be impressed with, and you should be impressed with on a consistent basis. GT Busan, who has made the transition from the long legs to the tights. And I'll tell you what, man, GT has never been a champion here in UCW-Zero, but he definitely deserves to be.
I'll definitely give you that. He has made it a long way from the tights. Maybe he should go back to the tights.
Why should he go back to the tights?
Because it covers more. Now there's a guy that actually needs to eat.
A Deacon needs to eat. I swear, like, no one has fed Deacon in months. Not Mrs. Deacon. I don't know what those peanut things were he was referring to earlier.
I'm sure Mrs. Deacon takes care of the Deke.
I'm sure she does too. And so here we go, a one-on-one match. Braydon Austin going up against GT Busan. GT Busan, of course, has been in UCW-Zero for quite some time, hailing out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Of course, always makes the drive up here. We definitely appreciate it when he does that. But it just goes to show you, the competitive atmosphere we have in UCW, that people are wanting to come up here, and it's always an honor for GT to get in the ring with our talent here.
Absolutely, he does bring a certain charisma and almost a different style, because he could pull so many moves.
Absolutely, you're 100% right. And you know what? I mean, I will admit to this. GT's not the biggest guy. He definitely doesn't weigh the most on the roster. He's definitely a cruiserweight. There's no doubt about that. But cruiserweights make up for not having size with moves like that one.
Absolutely. But then you have a guy like Braydon Austin, who came from Team Bad. He was a strong man behind Team Bad, and now he's on his own with this mean streak of an attitude, and I think he's fair competition for GT.
All right, well, let's get something straight here. Braydon Austin and strongman is called an oxymoron. Those two words don't belong in the same sentence. But with that being said, he is definitely I'm not going to say the stronger, but he's definitely the bigger of the two.
I disagree. I feel that Braydon Austin, you could write a whole paragraph about how athletically gifted he is. Did you see those drop kicks?
I'll give you that. You could write a paragraph about his drop kicks. Most papers require at least 500 words, though. And here we go now. It seems like it's been a very even, about a 50-50 match at this point. No person that really is ahead as far as momentum or anything like that. Maybe give it to Braydon Austin because of the home field advantage. And you know what? Just got to give a lot of credit to Busan here. Beautiful execution. Nice technical wrestling that we're seeing right here. A lot of these guys, a big thing in indie wrestling is that there's a term, and it's called 40 milers, and essentially what it is it's people who only work in one promotion. They only stay there. They never move around anywhere else. GT Busan is definitely not one of those guys. He can be seen all over the place. Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Arizona. He's in the process of going more and more places, and everywhere he goes, he picks up and he learns something new.
And he definitely does show it with excellence as he comes to UCW to show what he's got.
Cody McClure, ladies and gentlemen. They don't call him the hottest tagline man in the business for nothing.
Nope.
Kick to the midsection right there. Busan violent with those kicks. He's just using Braydon Austin like a human punching bag with those kicks.
But we could definitely see Braydon still has heart. He has that passion, and he'll fight back.
You're 100% right. He will fight back. Doesn't mean he'll win, but he'll fight back. Big snapmare right there from Busan off the ropes. Oh, man. Just so dangerous with those kicks. Pinfall. Not even a 2 count. Oh, and look at this.
Into a submission.
Unbelievable. Trying to rip out Braydon Austin's arm. And Austin could counter this into a pin if he does it carefully. Instead, Austin looking to try. He's got a foot on the ropes. One of the big things about wrestling is your in-ring IQ, your ability to know where you are in the ring, where the ropes are, how you can escape different moves. I'll give Braydon Austin credit for that one, knowing exactly where he was in the ring for that in-ring placement. Big elbow right there from Busan. Not a move we normally see from him.
Nice reversal out of the Irish Whip with Austin.
And here we go now. Irish Whip was almost reversed by Busan, but instead looks like Braydon Austin with the takedown. Pinfall. Only a 2 count right there.
Braydon Austin trying to feed off this crowd.
Oh, and a kick to the midsection. Oh, man! Braydon Austin just took a modified Shining Wizard to the back of the head. Holy cow, Austin might be out. It's not enough. Close, but it's not enough.
Nope, there's that fight that Austin has, and he'll keep fighting until he can get that win.
Well, the crowd trying to get some momentum here behind these athletes. Busan up to his feet, has Austin in the corner, will attack him with those kicks. Look at this now. Busan. Oh, man. You know, sometimes it's amazing just the elevation that he can get, the way that he can almost modify gravity. It's almost like he's floating in space. And this is that great in-ring IQ that we were talking about. Moves Austin to the middle of the ring, and Austin, wait a minute. Austin goes for the counter. No, kicks out at 2. Busan not going to let the match end that way. Wait a minute. Pinfall. Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
Austin's got him.
Oh, man. That shot to the ribs right there. Ribs went straight into the turnbuckle. And now look at this. Big suplex time. And a 2 count right there. Austin almost had it. Dangerous suplex on that one with the delay.
Austin showing a little frustration. He needs to capitalize. He needs to be able to get back on GT if he wants to win this.
Uh-oh. What is... Oh, my gosh. And Busan with those knees to the face in the midsection. Wait a minute. Oh, man.
Austin pays him back. Both men exhausted. Looks like Austin's stirring, though. Trying to meet the 10 count.
And Austin's going to be the first to his feet. Almost at a 10 count. Referee Noah maybe a little fast on that count. Big clothesline right there from Braydon Austin. And a back elbow there as well. Look at this now. Into the corner. Reversed by Busan. Austin goes straight into the turnbuckle. And look at this. Oh, man. Big knee right there to Braydon Austin. Another Irish whip goes from one side of the ring to the other. And a big elbow right there as well. Busan maybe going to go for one more. Look at this. He's got him held up right there. Maybe a DDT or a suplex. Austin not going to let him do it. Austin grounds himself, flips him over, trying to go for something here. Maybe a neck breaker. Nope, going into a suplex now. Trying to get Busan up for the suplex. Busan won't let it happen. Austin tries again for the suplex. Busan is just dead weighting him. Shot to the midsection from Busan. Look at this now. And Austin ducks that. Oh, man. Goes for that huge punch from the top rope. Both men are down now as the referee begins his 10 count.
Austin going for the cover, though. Busan kicks out at 2.
Only a 2 count. The referee indicating both men are okay. This contest will continue. Now, what do we got here? Braydon Austin now maybe going up and over to the outside.
Busan trying to get a breather. But what he doesn't realize is that's allowing Austin to catch his breath as well.
Well, and now Busan going up and over, nobody home, and Busan misses.
Austin's got to get him back in the ring if he wants that pinfall.
Oh, man, and Busan just throws Braydon Austin straight into the post. Oh, and now Busan's got to roll back into the ring. Oh, no way, not this way. Wow. Busan via count out.
And your winner, GT Busan.
Well, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that match.
Well, I thought it was good competition at the start, but I would have liked seeing GT win over a pinfall, maybe submit him, because he's got so much talent.
You know what? It doesn't matter though. A win is a win at the end of the day.
You're
Folks,
right.
when we return, more action here on UCW-Zero. Stay tuned.
BR Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero, Utah's best live pro wrestling action in Salt Lake City, Utah, at the UCW Training Center, 47 South Orange Street. Doors open at 6 p.m. and bell time is 6:30 p.m. For more information, go to www.ucw0.com or call 801-699-7977. And remember, do not try this at home. We are trained professionals. Leave it to us. We are Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero. Motivational pain.
Cody, who's this?
Gabrielle Arce coming out. Not quite looking like she's ready to compete. And her lately soon to be acquaintance, Paradise. Paradise and Gabriella have been competing together in some shady ways almost the past few shows. I mean, really, is Paradise ever in a great mood?
Gabrielle, what have I told you about standing around out here looking at the sky? You need to get in that ring. What are you doing out here?
So that's what I actually need to talk to you about. That's why I'm out here.
Wait, shut up. Are you pregnant? That's the one question I need answered because this sounds serious.
No, I'm not pregnant. Of course not. Don't you know what causes that? I am not pregnant. No. Something else. So you know what's been going on with Zach and I. He kicked me in the head, and I still haven't recovered from that, okay? It got to me. It did. I hate to say it. So I got the call this morning and found out I'm not medically clear for tonight. For a while, actually. There it is.
You're not medically cleared.
Not medically
You're
cleared.
not medically cleared. What do you mean you're not medically cleared? You're physically fit. You're perfectly fine. Let's get in the ring and go. Medically cleared? What is that? What is medically cleared? What does that mean? mean? That what, you're screwed in your head? What is the matter with you? Are you kidding me right now?
Stop!
I can't believe you ever! I couldn't be!
Don't
Stop!
You stop!
Stop it! Okay. You need to fix this. Okay? There are people after me right now. I need someone to have my back, and if you can't handle whatever's happening in your head right now, you need to find someone who can.
People after you, there are people after both of us. Don't you think I know this already? Trust me, I have a plan. I have a plan to back up that plan. I have this covered, okay? I have you taken care of. I've got you. Okay?
Okay, since you have a marvelous backup plan, let's hear it. Because if not, I'm stuck in a tag match by myself.
Guerrero, Azteca!
You don't think I realize that? Come on, of course I have a plan, okay? I got us another big guy.
I don't know how that's a solution, but you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Sometimes you do need a big guy to help out. This man is a big man.
Wow, well, you know what? You might as well get another tall blonde to enforce some stuff, but I think this is a little bit over the top.
Someone who can help you out. Someone big. And this is your chance to prove to everyone here that you're not everything that they say. A stupid, pathetic, hairy giant. This is your chance to prove them wrong. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy, so let's bring out the other contestants, please.
All right. Anyone who has done any educating anywhere knows that it doesn't take this long to learn anything from a book. And Karson Jacobs still has that book showing him how to wrestle. Are you kidding me?
That book is precious. I would keep that book with me like the holy
Which is
scripture.
fine, but you'd think that he would retain some of the information.
But you look at how well that book has helped him in the past.
Yeah, but how many other wrestlers do you know that have to constantly have a book next to them?
He's the only one. Okay, you got me there. He's the only one. But
Yeah.
look at his success rate. Look how well he's doing. That book is giving him something.
Hey, man, if I had a cheat sheet for everything in life, I would have aced those SATs, all right?
Well, he has that cheat sheet.
Unbelievable. So it looks like Gabrielle Arce has not been cleared to compete tonight. At least I haven't gotten any papers from her doctors, so she is not medically cleared to compete. Paradise will be tag teaming with Odwun against Karson Jacobs and Demetria, who, let's be honest, Odwun could probably take on by himself.
It's a fair point, but I feel that
Oh my gosh.
they could
from
give
the
a fighting chance.
From the second rope, Paradise is barely taller than Odwun. And here we go now. Karson Jacobs going one-on-one with the UCW-Zero Women's Champion Paradise. And look at this now. Wow, Jacobs didn't even need his book for that one. Or that one.
Looks like he has retained some of the knowledge.
Well, Cody, I gotta ask, where does the team of Karson Jacobs and Demetria fit on the Laying It All on the Mat podcast rankings?
They're definitely an interesting duo. They
That
they show a lot
Josh,
of heart.
how did that date go? She was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah. They show a lot of heart, and with both Karson using his knowledge from the book, I'm sure he could teach Demetria.
Pinfall here by Demetria, who came in with a strong shoulder, only a 2 count right there. And the women's champion has been the women's champion for what seems like forever. Could you name the last women's champion before Paradise?
There was Tommy Purr.
who claimed it as a Divas champion.
Yeah.
Only a 2 count there. Thank you, referee Noah, who, by the way, should have T-shirts at some point later on.
I'm a fan of this, Noah. I'm the fan of the Noah section.
Founder, huh? You're going to claim that one?
No, not
fan
founder.
of.
Fan of.
Fan of. Okay,
Fan
I
of.
heard founder. I was like, that's interesting. You want to start mine? I would love one. I don't have one.
You represent the board of directors. You're
very right. That's true.
You're good. You don't need a founder.
Oh, and both Karson Jacobs and Demetria in the ring now, and that doesn't really count as a tag, guys. And Odwun now, oh jeez. Well, nobody home for the Viking. Oh boy. Oh, double sidewalk slam. Karson Jacobs, yeah, heart is a good word to use because I don't know how else he got out of that one.
Odwun is just such a big man.
I believe I believe he's 6'8", 6'9".
Those fists coming on that back, you gotta feel every bit of it.
Definitely,
like a tree trunk.
Definitely the tallest guy on our roster. Quite possibly the biggest overall. Oh, jeez.
Odwun just tossing Karson around the ring like a rag doll.
I mean, the man has legs like tree trunks. Well, and what did I say earlier? It's not necessarily the sound. It's the ones that don't make any noise that hurt the most, but that was a pretty good one. Oh, and Karson Jacobs back to the turnbuckle.
Karson has got to figure out a way to chop this giant down.
Oh, boy. Well, good night, Karson. Good night, sweet prince. Man. It's got to be heart. I don't know what else it could be.
It's the only thing it could be, going against a beast like that.
Jacobs somehow gets out of it and makes a tag. Tag to Demetria, tag to the women's champion Paradise. Paradise now, oh, look at this. Get the pinfall here. Holy cow. I've never seen a pinfall roll up quite like that.
As your women's champion, she's got to come up with new techniques to keep defending it.
Beautiful hip toss right there by Demetria. Pinfall. Only a 2 count.
And these two have had history as of late.
Absolutely. It seems like she's the only woman who will actually compete for the title against Paradise. Only a 2 count. You know what? She may be small, but oh my God. You do not want to get on her bad side. And look at this. This is just a cheap move right there by the women's champion. Originally had her feet on her hair. Now he's got the foot on the face. Come on, this isn't fair.
It just shows how disrespectful Paradise is. But I guess she could do what she wants, being the champ.
Only a 1 count there. Here we go now. And look at this, an Irish whip, which has been, was reversed. Arce with I guess a save right there.
Seemed like Gabrielle saved Paradise with a hug.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy, look at this now. Demetria with some offense finally. Snapmare right there to Paradise. And an elbow right there on the girls.
And she's going for the pin. Only a 2 count. Uh-oh, we got some disturbance.
Well, and I don't know what's going on here, but Arce clearly pissed off the wrong person.
Odwun just chased out Arce and...
Oh, wait a minute. Pinfall. No one home there for Demetria. The women's... Oh, geez. Just a slug right there from the women's champ. Followed by a chop. Pinfall. Grabs the tights, and that's how you win. Well, and you know what? Odwun didn't even need to be here for the victory, as Paradise was able to get it all on her own, and she is a women's champion for a reason.
Oh, was that necessary, though?
Oh, it's always necessary when you're Paradise.
BR Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero, Utah's best live pro wrestling action in Salt Lake City, Utah, at the UCW Training Center, 47 South Orange Street. Doors open at 6 p.m. and bell time is 6:30 p.m. For more information, go to www.ucw0.com or call 801-699-7977. And remember, do not try this at home. We are trained professionals. Leave it to us. We are Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero. Motivational pain.
Well, here's a fan favorite. If you can't tell from the crowd reaction, this is Junior X. He considers Utah his home, the 801 his district. Any other cliches you want to say about where he lives? But Junior X definitely a fan favorite, a family man, former Ultra X champion, multiple-time Ultra X champion, former UCW Cruiserweight champion, which we do not have very many of those around here.
No, we don't.
Former tag team champion, multiple-time tag team champion, and he's one of the few people who has held every single belt here, including the UCW heavyweight title.
Just an incredible athlete and an incredible person. We had the chance to interview him on laying it all on the map.
How'd that go?
It was awesome to be able to talk with Junior and how day in and day out he puts in the hard work to be able to get where he's at, and now he's got a chance for the title.
Well, and you know what? Andrew SoWell, I'm going to say, is a rarity because you don't see many double champions these days anymore. And it's been quite a while since we've had one here in UCW, but Andrew SoWell has the opportunity for his first defense of both title belts tonight.
And SoWell has done such a great job at holding that Ultra X title. From going away from Bravo Enterprise and to be able to go on his own, and now with Tom Chad, it proves where he's come from and why he's such a great champion.
Well, and you know, I know that SoWell is definitely a favorite of your podcast. Why don't you tell the fans why you like Andrew SoWell so much?
And the guy's funny. He comes out, he makes us smile. He puts in the work, and his matches are just excellent. Because you could see the hard work that he's been putting in over the couple of years.
Weighing in at 190 pounds from Salt Lake City, Utah, Junior X. And his opponent, he is the current UCW-Zero, or one half of the tag team champions, and the current UCW-Zero Ultra X champion, Andrew SoWell.
Well, and that's the prize tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the Ultra X Championship. Something that I know that Junior X has always cherished, something that he has always been a huge fan of, something that he has held near and dear to his heart as well. And Andrew SoWell, of course, this is really his first opportunity to defend this title. And here we go now as there's a lockup between these two men. The first thing that we have to point out is obviously there is a size advantage with Andrew SoWell, but Junior X is a veteran. He has a lot higher of an in-ring IQ than SoWell does. That's not a shot at SoWell. It's just that Junior X has that veteran experience behind him. And what it's going to come down to really is it going to be size versus experience? Junior X has faced men bigger than SoWell, stronger than SoWell. You know, he knows exactly what he's going up against. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he does.
There's the experience.
Maybe he doesn't.
Well, and SoWell is just such a different character. You can't predict what's coming from him. He's unpredictable in a way.
And a lockup here between the two competitors now as Andrew SoWell has Junior X up against the ropes, an Irish whip. And look at this now, X is going up and not going away though. Pushes SoWell into the ropes and SoWell responds with a huge shoulder tackle, knocking Junior X to the ground. X now, look at this, X up and over. Tries to go for a hip toss, but SoWell is going to go, oh my gosh, belly-to-belly suplex. Only a 2 count. Not quite able to put Junior X away right now. He's definitely got some time in this contest, that's for sure. You got to take your time. You got to be patient with this kind of thing. But, you know, if you're going to let Andrew SoWell throw in those big punches like that, you're not going to have much time.
No, SoWell will definitely dictate the pace at his pace that he wants it, and that's very slow and able to move the way he wants Junior to move. Junior will move at a faster pace if he gets a chance.
Well, you know what? That's a strategy for some guys, is that they can take pain in a much more manageable way than other guys. They can actually take all that damage and that punishment. You know, not a lot of guys are like that. SoWell, I think, along with Tom Chad, are those kind of guys where they can take a lot of pain and a lot of damage. Here we go now. Irish whip from one corner to the other. Junior X, top rope. That's where that veteran experience comes into play. Knew exactly what was coming. SoWell, though, just so big, able to counter. Look at this now. X from the middle rope this time and gets caught. Oh, no. Big knee in the turnbuckle. A lot of knees in the turnbuckle we're seeing tonight. Oh, no way. X can't do this. X can't get the big man up. He's going to try, though. Going to collapse under the weight. Only a 2 count right there. Not quite enough to put the man away. Uh-oh. SoWell looking for a big splash. Oh! Pinfall. Only a 2 count here on this one. You know, you got to ask, where is Tom, Chad, and Jeffrey out here to support their tag team partner? It was a 2, SoWell. SoWell, it was 2. And now here we go. Moves into the corner, nobody home there. Junior X goes up, tries to get a second knee in, but ends up going up and over the ropes. Big punch right there, and here we go. Junior X looking to connect, and he does. Both men are down now as referee Noah begins his 10 count. Already at a 2.
Look at the knowledge of SoWell as he's able to, we call Junior X a veteran, but SoWell rolls out of the ring as Junior X is trying to go for the pin.
Right, now, you know, there's definitely some wrestling IQ there. Look at this now. X was going to go up and over. He'll do it anyway. And, you know, that's the problem that I have with X is that every once in a while he goes and he does this, oh, hey, wait a minute. Well, here is Chris Rath and Uncle Jasper, who for some odd reason has a beef with Andrew SoWell and Tom Chad. Junior X telling Chris Rath to get out of here. X, don't touch him. Not without Purell.
That goes back to what I was saying earlier, how Junior X is a stand-up man. He wants a fair match in this. He wants a fair competition.
Uh-oh. SoWell. Big choke slam coming. Well, referee Noah is distracted. Uncle Jasper is just trying to distract SoWell. He's distracting pretty much everyone else. Junior X was already choke slammed. And now Jasper with a thumb to the eye. Junior X. Oh, man. You got to be kidding me. Out of all the people, Uncle Jasper is going to be the one to screw Andrew SoWell out of the Ultra X Championship? No way. You got to be kidding me.
No.
Wow.
Congratulations.
And new UCW-Zero Ultra X Champion, Junior X.
Congratulations, Junior X. That's a win well deserved. Win's a win.
Well, I'll agree with that. A win is definitely a win. Junior X is now the Ultra X champion. Well, a rough night for Andrew SoWell just got rougher. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main event. Uh-oh. Oh, come on.
What is this? Junior, what are you doing? loss of words for what has happened here. Paco taking out Andrew SoWell with the chair. And that right there, that's your new Ultra X champion.
BR Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero, Utah's best live pro wrestling action in Salt Lake City, Utah, at the UCW Training Center, 47 South Orange Street. Doors open at 6 p.m. and bell time is 6:30 p.m. For more information, go to www.ucw0.com or call 801-699-7977. And remember, do not try this at home. We are trained professionals. Leave it to us. We are Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero. Motivational pain.
To the UCW-Zero Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first. From the Applauditorium, weighing in at 223 pounds, Jayson Bravo.
You know, you don't even need commentators, really. The crowd kind of speaks for itself in how they feel about Jayson Bravo, right, Cody?
You're absolutely right, Josh. Jayson, just listening to this crowd here, showing exactly how they feel, shows the kind of man that Jayson is. Looking at his empire and seeing it fall, this is a feud that is definitely needed.
Well, and you know what? This is a great opportunity for Jayson Bravo, who hasn't really been in the title picture a ton. Had an opportunity at it in a fatal four-way match, but at the end of the day, really, every competitor wants a one-on-one match.
From Mochi Paco, weighing in at 197 pounds, Los Mochi Paco.
Look at Paco now coming out in Jason's. Looks like he bought it off.
You know what? Paco's never looked better. It only cost him $200 of his money that wasn't even his. Yeah, welcome to the club. Okay. Yeah. You didn't see that one coming?
Nah,
You didn't see that one coming?
I should have saw that one.
I thought that one was headed for me, frankly.
Jayson Bravo really talking some trash talk and showing him why he is the guy that he is towards Paco.
Well, you know what? These guys have a lot of history, I'll tell you that much. As long as Jayson Bravo has been associated with UCW-Zero, Los Mochi Paco has been there along the way in one way or another, and beautiful execution right there by Los Mochi Paco. Throws Jayson Bravo out to the side. And I'll tell you what, this has not been Bravo's night. One way or another, it seems like someone has had his number. And look at this, a plancha out of the outside.
Paco's got to watch his attitude.
Hey, wait a minute!
What is this?
Really? You can't let us have one main event?
Nick comes out and he does what he wants. Now we've got a double team.
What is Zach James doing out here? Oh!
We need to get some control in this.
Hey, absolutely not. Definitely not how this night is going to end. I can tell you that much right now. You want to come out here? You want to interfere in this main event? You're going to come out here and be a fighting champion all of a sudden? We're going to make this a tag match, but it's going to be an unusual bedfellows tag match. Because Los Mochi Paco is going to team with the UCW-Zero champion, Nick Valentino, which means that Jayson Bravo will be tag teaming with his former employee, Zach James. Noah, since you have such a big fan base, restore order right now and start this match.
An excellent call by Josh. Damien as he starts the match as a tag match.
I'm not going to end this night like that. Not on my watch. Not in Josh Damien's UCW.
And that's exactly what we needed. Thanks, Josh Damien.
Oh, gosh. I think there's a first time for everything, and I think that's the first time I've ever been thanked. Look out! Nick Valentino is getting it brought to him right now. Oh!
Zach is angry and he's ready to finish it.
Well, and I'll tell you what, James, the former champion, definitely never got his opportunity back. Has always wanted an opportunity against Valentino, and, you know, this is about as close as he's going to get tonight.
Zach and Paco.
Oh, man. James almost took out the front row with that one. And this is the beauty about this match, is that none of these men get along with each other. They have to work tonight as tag team partners because they don't know what the future looks like. Pinfall right here. A pit, and Noah's saying a tag was made. Says that James is not the legal man. Jayson Bravo, of course, going up against the champ Nick Valentino. How sweet would a win against Valentino look on his resume tonight?
It would definitely pick things up and give him in the running in that title shot.
Absolutely. Zach James, of course, would love a victory over Valentino as well. I don't know how much a victory over Los Mochi Paco would mean, but overall it'll be good for the whole resume. A tag is made there. Los Mochi Paco now tags in. And Los Mochi Paco, who earlier tonight sent chills down all of our spines when he actually hit Andrew SoWell in the head with a chair. James with a beautiful counter tries to go for the stomp. Roll up here from Los Mochi Paco, only a 1 count. Look at this now. Los Mochi Paco tries to get the roll up, not quite there. Looks like he's able to get it now, only a 2. James now tries to go for a suplex. Back elbows from Los Mochi Paco, and ooh, that was technically a tag, but I think it was meant more as a chop. As now Nick Valentino. Well, thanks for coming, Nick. As Los Mochi Paco said some things you can't repeat on television. Here we go now. Irish whip reversed by Valentino. Ducks the clothesline, James does. And look at this now. James. Oh my gosh! Brutal powerbomb.
Nick definitely adds some, puts that power in the powerbomb.
And now Zach James with a 1-finger salute to Valentino.
An aggressive tag towards Paco.
It always is, especially in these kind of matches. Big shot to the midsection right there. This, ladies and gentlemen, is your UCW-Zero main event. Hey, you have the opportunity to pin the champion. Why don't you go in and pin the champ, Bravo? I'm giving you an opportunity. Irish whip goes into the corner. Zach James now. Look at this. Los Mochi Paco has got James in an awkward position. Oh my gosh.
Both knees to the gut. Paco slap across Nick's face.
Well, technically a tag. It works. You know, Los Mochi Paco is a tag team specialist, has been working with Junior X for a number of years now. He shouldn't have any problem in a tag team with anyone.
Nick Valentino, always so aggressive, just wanting to beat up people.
Yeah, you know, I don't really understand the hate crew. I don't understand its logic at all.
It's simple. It's just them doing what they want to do, and they'll do whatever to get there.
Pinfall now by Valentino. 2, oh no, not even a 2. Well, referee says that he did get a 2 count. And that's the beauty about this match. Los Mochi Paco just stopped his own teammate from getting a 3 count. I love it. And that's technically a tag.
Paco very aggressive with this new attitude.
And, you know, look at how red Zach James's back is. James has just, that back and that midsection of his have been abused like nothing else here tonight. And the best part about this is that James was the one who threw himself in the picture. I mean, I understand the confrontation from earlier tonight. Look at the athleticism by James.
Always impressed with how James can work and fly around this ring.
Look at this now. Nobody home for James there. Uh-oh. But somebody's home here. Valentino eats turnbuckle. Oh, man. James eats fist. Double cross body. Referee now starting a 10 count. Both men have to get to their respective corners to tag in their partner. Jayson Bravo wants to get a victory here tonight. Los Mochi Paco might just be interested in hurting somebody. Oh, well, he and Valentino would make a good tag team. Look at this. Oh my God, this is just a fight. Well, and there you go. That's one way to get a tag. Bravo taking it now to the team of Nick Valentino and Los Mochi Paco. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Well, and now Nick Valentino is on top. Wait a minute.
All 4 men down.
Unbelievable. Jayson Bravo and Los Mochi Paco now just going back to back here. Zach James and Nick Valentino also fighting on the outside. Referee Noah has definitely lost control of this match. Is focusing on the fight on the inside, but there's also that fight on the outside. Look at this, Los Mochi Paco now. Heads up! Well,
all 3 men.
Jayson Bravo, here's your moment.
You gonna take the opportunity?
Uh-oh. Bravo. Top rope. Bravo's gonna fly!
Bravo taking out all 3 other men. Now he's got to get one of them back in the ring.
But who do you pin? Surely, you know, a pinfall over the champion would look much better than one over Los Mochi Paco. But Paco was the original man. He's going to pick Paco. Pinfall, 2 count. I don't even know if Paco's the legal man. I think he has to be. Paco's definitely the legal man. Look at this now. Paco, pinfall.
Roll up.
Nobody home. As Nick Valentino now is in his corner. Zach James struggling to get to his. Big elbow from Jayson Bravo. I think it might be time. I think it is. He's going to go. We're going through the drive-through. And look at this. A big knee. That's a large knee right there. Following it up with a large leg. You know what else comes in the Bravo combo? It's a large elbow. You go through the drive-through. 2. That thing has always been on sale. It's never been for 3. It's always a 2-fer. Every single time. One day they'll raise it. And now Jayson Bravo has Los Mochi Paco exactly where he wants him. Look at this. Bravo trying to end this thing. Los Mochi Paco with a pinfall. Only a 2 count right there. Ducks that clothesline. And Los Mochi Paco now kicked to the... Uh-oh. Going for the Mexican Destroyer right here. Paco with the Mexican Destroyer hits it. Bravo's on Dream Street, but a tag is made. James made a tag. Oh, my gosh. Pinfall. No. Valentino interferes. Oh my gosh, what is Valentino going to do with James? James trying to fight out of it now, but Valentino looked like he might have done something to the turnbuckle. And wait a minute. Paco hits Valentino. It was an accident. It wasn't on purpose. And now, oh my gosh, a suplex from Zach James. James hits Bravo. This is just pandemonium right here. Here we go now. Paco, Irish whip to James. James reverses into the corner. Uh-oh. Paco throws the legs, but is actually thrown up and out. And James with a big knee to Paco. Paco is out on the apron. Valentino is back in the ring. Oh, my. Bravo gets involved. Bravo gets kicked.
Valentino going for that signature
Going for the
powerbomb.
power bomb. Oh, my. Wait a minute. James counters. James, stop! Oh, my gosh. Pinfall.
2 pinfalls. Who's the winner? Paco pins Jayson Bravo, and Zach James pins Nick Valentino. So much confusion in the room. Zach James getting the pin over the champion, while Paco getting the pin over Bravo.
You know what? 1 month from now, Incarceration, I don't care about the title. I'm ending you, Bravo! We put this to bed once and for all. No more back and forth. You hit me, I hit you. We do this 2 out of 3 falls for the #1 contender for the heavyweight championship. That's why I'm coming for your ass next. Bravo, shut your ass! Nick Valentino! You know I love gold like Josh Damian loves fat chicks! So Incarceration, you give me that title shot!
Let me get this straight. You want to be in a cage with me? All right, we can do that, but it's under my rules. You ever heard of a prison riot match? You want to bleed? All right, bring any weapon you want. I got mine. Let's do this, bitch.
So we got Zach James wanting a 2 out of 3 fall with Jayson Bravo, and Paco challenging Nick Valentino. See what Josh has to say.
Let's establish one thing right here really quick. First off, you don't make matches, and you don't make matches around here either.
I do. I'm the champ.
You shut your mouth. But if there's one thing that I like more than fat chicks, according to you, Los Mochi Paco, it's watching you get your ass kicked. So I tell you what, a prison riot match sounds damn good to me. And as far as you go, James, is it really going to take 2 falls to beat him, Bravo? I don't think it'll take 2 falls, but I'll tell you what. In the cage, Zach James, Jayson Bravo, 2 out of 3 falls. Sounds pretty damn good to me. loud. Gentlemen, you've got a month. See you at Incarceration.